Democrats are doubling down on the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. The Trump administration insists in this case he is a member of the MS-13 gang. Vice President J.D. Vance posting this morning on X, "Call me crazy, but if you got 2 hearings and a valid deportation order, then you shouldn't be in the United States." But Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland says that is not true. He is in El Salvador right now and met with Abrego Garcia. We don't know how the meeting happened, where it happened, or what will happen next, but Van Hollen says he won't be the last Democrat to come to El Salvador.
I do intend to keep at this until we ensure that Mr. Abrego Garcia has his rights to due process, which is what the courts of the United States have called for. They have said that his abduction is illegal, and they have called upon him to be brought back to the United States. But I can assure you that while I may be the first senator and first member of the United States Congress to come here to El Salvador in this case, I certainly will not be the last. There'll be many more coming.
NewsNation's Kelly Meyer joining us now from the White House with the latest on this case. Kelly, good morning to you. What is the White House saying about this meeting that took place?
Yeah, well, we're seeing all the reports about that meeting, and clearly President Donald Trump himself is seeing these reports. He just posted on his Truth Social account moments ago, slamming the Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen for visiting Kilmar Abrego Garcia in El Salvador yesterday. He wrote this on X. He called him a, quote, grandstander, and he said Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland looked like a fool yesterday, standing in El Salvador begging for attention from the fake news media or anyone. So the White House official X account also weighing in overnight, really highlighting these contrasting visions of immigration between the two parties. You can see this image here, side-by-side images reading, quote, "We are not the same." It shows an image of both Patty Morin meeting with President Donald Trump. Patty Morin is the mother of Rachel Morin, the woman who was killed by a fugitive from El Salvador back in 2023 while hiking in Maryland. And then you see Kilmar Abrego Garcia meeting with Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen there in El Salvador yesterday. So a side-by-side saying, quote, "We are not the same." Again, highlighting the two visions of immigration from the Republican and Democratic Party. Now, El Salvador's president also weighing in on X yesterday after his visit, or after the senator's visit with Abrego Garcia, saying, quote, "Kilmar Abrego Garcia miraculously risen from the, quote, death camps and, quote, torture, now sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador." He goes on to say, now that he's been confirmed healthy, he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. Now, we've reached out to Van Hollen's office to find out how exactly this meeting came about after the senator said he was blocked from going to that mega prison where Kilmar Abrego Garcia was being held and to advocate for his release. He says that he is not a member of MS-13, that there's no evidence of that, and that the Trump administration is disregarding the order to, quote, facilitate his return. Take a listen to this.
I'm happy with my visit to El Salvador because it is shining a spotlight on the fact that the Trump administration is ignoring a court order from the federal district court in Maryland and a 9-0 order from the Supreme Court to facilitate the return.
Now, Van Hollen is set to return to the U.S. today, but as you mentioned there, Marni, more Democrats are set to visit El Salvador and planning to go there themselves to keep a focus on this issue and President Trump's deportations. El Salvador's president also posting on X late last night, quote, "I love chess," indicating that this political back and forth is only just beginning. Marni.
All right, Kelly Meyer at the White House. Kelly, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.